Hello there. My name is Francesco Tutorial, and I heard you've been looking to learn the art of Photoshop. Well, you've come to the right man. You know, back home they used to call me Photoshop Francesco, the Prince of Photoshop. Now, before we get started, there's one thing I need. The sacred texts. But where should we begin? Where better to start than page 1, right? Let's get started. We'll be learning the classic effect known as double exposure. And in the end, it's going to look something like this. Now, of course, start by opening Photoshop and going to your subject photo. Now we're going to start by selecting your subject out from the background, like so, and then hit Command J to make a copy. Now we don't need the background anymore, just the subject, so you can go ahead and drag that background into the trash bin. Now I'm going to crop my image using the crop tool. You don't have to do this, but I just want mine to look a little more square. Now that that's done, we need some kind of background. So go to your adjustment wheel and select solid color. Do white for now. Select OK. Now drag your subject above this white layer, as it is the background. Now go up to Image, Adjustments, Desaturate, just like that. Now we're ready to drag the secondary image in to be blended with your subject, just like this. Now you're going to want to change the opacity of this background image and drag it so that it fits how you want it on your subject, like this. Perfect. Now you can put that opacity back up to 100, and while holding Command, click on your subject layer, like so. Now you want to create a mask by clicking this button down here. And now you have the silhouette of your subject with the background. Now select your subject layer once again and hit Command J to make a copy. And you can go ahead and drag that copy to the very top. At this point, you want to change your blending mode to lighten. Now put a mask on it, like so. It should be a white mask. You can go to your brush tool, change your color over here to black, and you can delete any excess of your subject. Now if you go and select the mask of your other layer, your background layer, and do the same thing, you can bring out the features of your subject. Beautiful. And in my image, I want a little more of my friend here showing. So I'm going to lower the opacity of the brush and just lightly go over his hair so you can just barely see it. Just like that. Perfect. Now we're going to change the background color away from white. You want to double click on this white box right here. Now you can select any spot from your image and that will become the background color. Just like that. I like that color, so I'm going to select OK. Now select your background layer, this one. Command J to copy it. Click on the black mask, like so, and you can delete it. Hit the delete button. Change your blending mode to lighten, just like that. And you want to add a mask once again. Hold down Option and click on the Layer Mask button. You're going to want to select the brush tool and go change your opacity up to 100, just like that. Now this step isn't absolutely necessary, but it can create a nice effect. You can brush around your subject, just like that, if you want the background to kind of leak out. This will look good with some images and not so much with others. Personally, I don't like how it looks with my image, so I'm not going to include that. I'm hitting Command Z to undo it. Moving on, select the top layer, should be layer 1 copy, and go down to this wheel, solid color once again. And you can select any color really, but I'm going to recommend a gray or some kind of muted color. Now change the blending mode to multiply, like so, and the opacity down to somewhere around 20%. Click up here to your move tool and listen carefully. Hit Command, Shift, Option, and E all together to create that layer. Now once again, go up to Image, Adjustments, and Desaturate. Change the blending mode one more time to Soft Light, right there, and the opacity should be down around 30. Just like that, you've got a stunning double exposure effect. Now, of course, you want to save it because it's so good. Go to File, save a copy onto your computer. Desktop, JPEG. Good. Now save. That'll do. Hit OK. And you should have your final effect right here. Wonderful. And that's it. You're done. And let me tell you, your work is just beautiful, inspiring. Soon you may be half as good as I. But for now, that's it for your Photoshop lesson. I'll see you again later for another Photoshop enlightenment.